Hello, I'm Paul Gifford, Chief Investment Officer of First Source Investment Advisors. With me is Rob Romano, our Director of Research. For over 100 years, First Source has been providing investment advice to our clients. It's always been focused on the client, investing for the long term, diversifying assets, managing through a variety of market cycles, and paying attention to investor behavior. This long-term approach to investing allows us to avoid a lot of the constant news that you see in the media today. Even with that in mind, there are times when a couple topics can drive markets for a period of time. Today, those two topics happen to be whether the US will enter a recession in the coming year, or how might the tariff and trade wars with China impact the markets. So Rob, given the fact that we are in a trade war with China and there's been more discussion on recession, what are our thoughts on the markets and the recession?
We believe there's a possibility of a profit recession, but unlikely a U.S. economic recession. Corporate earnings in the second quarter 2019 grew 2%. That's versus analyst expectations of negative 2%. Though what we're seeing, though, is many companies are guiding down their forecast for the second half of 2019. In regards to trade with China and the tariffs, the U.S. exports roughly $180 billion worth of goods to China. We believe that is not enough in itself to send the U.S. economy into recession. Though we do acknowledge the volatility in the markets and the volatility with the trade discussions and how that may impact business and consumer confidence. The consumer, though, remains very strong, as evidenced by the second quarter GDP, when consumer expenditures rose 4.3%. In addition, the consumer balance sheet remains very healthy. Consumers have taken advantage of the low interest rates to refinance their debt, and debt service costs as a percentage of income remain at decade lows. So with the strength of the consumer and the accommodation from the Federal Reserve, we believe the calls for a U.S. recession are overstated.
Thanks for those thoughts, Rob. Regardless of what's happening in the market, First Source is always going to provide you straight talk and sound advice in keeping your best interest in mind.